You could see it?
It looked pretty good to me, too. Hey, Jennifer Aniston is getting the chance to star alongside her current boyfriend in the new movie, Wanderlust. And this is sort of a fun movie. It's rated R. Jennifer Aniston ends up being in more R-rated movies lately.
What is the deal with that?
Well, I think she just wants to reach out a little
Broaden
more.
her horizons.
Yeah, get a little crazier than she was on Friends, and you know, just have more fun. And she is having a lot of fun. She stars with Paul Rudd in this movie, and it's a movie about some folks that live in New York City. That's Paul Rudd and Jennifer Aniston. They're married. They live in New York City, and they lose their jobs. They don't know what they're going to do. They can't pay their rent. They figure out we need a change in life. So they decide they're going to go down and visit his brother down in like Georgia somewhere, and they're going to start a new life all over again. But instead of staying with the brother, they discover they can't stand him. They go on and they run into a bunch of people who run a commune.
Oh.
Let's take a look at the clip and this will show you what it's about.
We'll take care of you. My name's Wayne, by the way. I'm a nudist.
Oh, yes, we noticed your penis earlier.
Touche!
All these people live here. This is a commune.
We prefer intentional community. We're not a bunch of hippies sitting around playing guitar.
Woo!
Welcome to the Elysium community.
It's not like we're signing a lease. We'll give it a month.
2 weeks. Oh, George, I like you.
I like you too, Eva.
We should make love sometime. How'd you and Linda feel about that?
This place is incredible.
I actually feel like I'm a part of something that's real.
What is this?
Ayahuasca tea.
Reeks like a cat butt.
It has hallucinogenic properties.
I can fly!
You can't fly!
I believe I can fly!
If you're gonna get literal with an R. Kelly song, let the dude trapped in the closet.
Wanderlust.
Okay, now don't be confused. Paul Rudd
funny.
is not her real life boyfriend.
Oh.
That's the husband in the movie Wanderlust. Paul Rudd is married already, and Jennifer Aniston has a boyfriend who's in the movie. He's the guy with the long, crazy hair in here who plays the hippie kind of guy. And he's played a bunch of those kind of characters over the years, sort of a funny character. So anyhow, when they did the interviews, they paired up Jennifer Aniston with her movie husband, Paul Rudd. And they talked about how much fun they had making the movie.
Pretty much every single aspect of it made it fun. The script, the location, this beautiful, beautiful location at the most beautiful time of year, this cast, this man, and a cast, some who I'd known and some who I'd never met, and within moments we're all just like...
It was pretty cool that, you know, to film in a place that none of us lived.
Yeah.
And we were it was remote. I mean, we were hours, it was in Georgia, in this beautiful town called Clarksville, but it was hours from Atlanta. And
There's nowhere to go.
So we were all kind of, it was a little bit like the film in that we were just all in this one place. So we all would have group dinners and we'd all hang out on the weekends, and it
We
was
went
just,
to your house usually. You were usually the house that we all
I
descended
had this
on.
great house on a lake.
With
we
the
all were
amount of taxidermy
we were all
was
around this lake.
Unbelievable. Yep, the lake.
Rented karaoke equipment through
Yep.
like parties, and it was crazy.
Crazy.
I like her.
I think she likes to get crazy. And you know what? It's fun to see that behind the scenes thing, you know, where
Yeah.
making her look perfect. Because her hair has always been one of the big things about her, right?
Yeah,
With
she
Jennifer Aniston
always
hair,
has the
too, and that
perfect
kind of
hair.
stuff. Yeah, and Paul Rudd, he's just a great guy. He's got that great dry sense of humor and that sort of thing. So they talk about karaoke, having a party, hanging out all the time. Well, that's because, well, maybe that's because she's with her boyfriend, Justin Theroux.
Right.
So they paired him up with Malin Ackerman. Malin Ackerman was in a movie like 27 Dresses.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you've
yeah.
seen him in a whole bunch of movies, but he always looks totally different. He's done a lot of David Lynch movies. He's sort of a trippy dude too. So here's what Justin Theroux had to say, along with Malin Ackerman, about, you know, working on this movie. Not a lot of romance stuff though.
Well, we all knew each other coming in, so it's like there was none of that awkward kind of everyone getting to know each other and
Yeah.
figuring out each other's sense of humor. Like we all knew what the joke was, we all knew like how funny it could be, and so we all just kind of hit the ground running.
And also, I think it was so smart to take it away from home because this is about a commune and we're all living together and all knowing each other so well. When you're on location, you end up hanging out a lot more after work as well, and we really did. I mean, it was like being at summer camp. We had a great time.
Like we all just kind of had fun. We all
Yeah.
just kind of goofed around. Like it was, you know.
It was
so
kind
some
of-
people, it would, you know, where we'd have dinner would shift places. Sometimes it would be at Paul's house, and he'd organize like karaoke, or
It was so much
he was actually the big karaoke ringleader. So
Yeah.
he was the one who him and Ken Marino would put
Yeah.
that together.
sort of a laid-back guy. He's funny. He's also a screenwriter. And I think the great thing about this relationship is, like, for the first time, I think somebody's going to really cash in on having a little notoriety, you know, because
they're dating and
Jennifer Aniston.
Right.
Yeah, because this guy's been around for a while, and when you see him in the movie, you can't recognize him because he's got the crazy long
Right,
hair.
and
He plays the hippie and the beard and all that sort of thing. So it's sort of interesting.
It's like a funny movie.
Yeah, and you know, we're talking about getting a notoriety out of this thing. So now you see things about him breakdancing somewhere. You see, does he smoke pot? You know, it's always like something new about this guy. So
All the headlines.
he's gonna. This is one of those guys who's going to accept all that crazy attention
Right.
rather than go like, I don't want it, I don't want it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
bring it on.
I didn't even know that he was an actor reading about him. I thought he was just one of the screenplay writers for most movies.
Funny movie, rated R. Remember that, and
R.
it's got some moments. You could tell from the clip, and we had to cut out some
There
of the
were some
racier
words.
parts.
Yes.
Well, I think we had a doctor on the show use that word once.
Which word?
Oh, I can't remember.
Okay, stop.